Hello YouTube wise, FIFA here, coming at you today on a Wednesday evening with my FUT17 Market Watch. Been a couple weeks since I did this, but I'm glad I'm getting back into it. There's a lot to talk about this week, and we got a lot to cover. So it's been a little bit. So what I do on this series is I talk about best players to trade from the team of the week that just passed, the current team of the week, give you guys some one to watch for advice, and then just talk about some general market advice at the end as well. With this week, we got a great team of the week. That Messi coming in strong. Finally, that purple card looks good, but EA screwed my boys Fiorentina on that Luciano. That Vecchio not featuring is a big killer for me. I'm bummed, but Max Kruse got it, and I love myself some Werder Bremen players. So without further ado, I'm going to get into the series. So like I said, we're going to start with the team of the week that just passed, team of the week 31. Some really solid players in this, and of course the inform prices this week are nuts because of the squad builder challenge. I'll talk about that again in a bit. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. But from this week, from this team of the week that I think the best players to trade are going to be, you got Sari in here. This is the 83 overall. He's great for squad builders, and at the same time, his price will be relatively low. If he gets a team of the season, you're going to want to watch out. But other than that, it's not going to be a big deal. We got Kevin Trapp down here with that 85 overall. That's another one where you're looking at about, I'd probably say 20, like high 20s, but still a good player to trade just in general, but also possibly to invest in for squad builder challenges. You got Quincy Promise down here. This is a player you're going to want to trade, and he's going to be easily searchable because of the way that he's a striker. He's got another inform, so sometimes it's kind of difficult for you to search between the informs and whatnot, but I think that's a good shout. And lastly, we got Riquelme down here. I'm going to show you guys in a sec. I traded a bunch of Riquelmes, and I don't know, just one of those I invested early in the week. He was going for around 5,200 coins, which is like basically his discard. So I picked him up for less than 6K, and so now I was able to sell him on for like 10K. If I would have waited a little bit longer, I can sell him on for now like 12 or 13. So he's a prime example of why you're going to want to invest in silvers during the week, and I will get to that right now. So what that means, what I was talking about is during the week of the team of the week, you're going to want to invest in players that aren't necessarily going to start at high prices. You're going to want players that are going to start at low prices and rise to high, such as Jackson Hamel and Kabat, he's French, I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name, but silver players are the ones you're going to want to invest in during the week, and two great players to do that are Kabat and Jackson Hamel. Pick them up for less than 10K. They'll eventually get rarer and rarer, and that's when their price will rise and you will be able to make profit. So they're a little bit of investments, but also nice to trade during the week. Other than that, we got some sick teams. Just look at the bench right here. Look at that 88 Immobile. Cannot wait for Immobile's team of the season, as well as Martial. What a solid player. Ter Stegen getting an inform really helped out. But the fact that freaking Barcelona got 2 informs for, are you kidding me? For a game they only won 3-2, but Fiorentina can't get more than 1 inform for a game they won 5-4 is ridiculous. Sorry, I'm a little heated about that. But look at that. You got that Cruz 4 goals. What a thriller. Benteke did. Liverpool. Okay, I got to stop talking about why they got their informs. Let's talk about the actual trading part of it. So the best players to trade, Fabian. This is me great if you can pick him up for cheap because the squad builder challenges are still going on and people are still going to get this high demand, so his price will be pretty stable. Another one of those players is Gonzo. His pace is low, so his price will be low, but he's still an 84 overall player with great actually technical ability, so pick him up. Plays in the league, BBA, so it's still a solid league as well. Jimenez is another one. He's a right back with low pace. People are really mad that he didn't get that center back change, but I mean, I'm pretty sure he played right back in that game, so you can't complain. But again, a player that's price is not going to be as high as equivalent 85 informs because the demand for him is not there. And lastly, Kruse. I wanted to keep these players around, the recommendations for players around that 84 to like 82 overall inform mark, because those are the ones that are most useful for the squad builder challenge investing in the future. And you got the likes of the team of the season coming up. You already have the team of the tournament still going on, those packs, and the player of the year packs going on. So those guys are going to be in high demand. So if you pull them, their prices are going to be high at first to sell them on, but then they're going to remain pretty stable in the next couple days. So you'll be able to pick them up and make a bunch of coins on possible investments in the future. So now I'm just going to get into the FUTbin. I use FUTbin to show you guys what the market's currently like. So the index 100 is just about the general cards, and I go through the index 100, and then I'll go through the special cards, one to watches, and then finally legends. But as you can see here, this is the daily graph, and the market was pretty consistent in the past like week or two. It had taken a little bit of a dip, but now it's going to be back on the rise because of these squad builder challenges. They're taking players off the market, and 81 to 84 or 80 to 84 overall players right now, regardless if they're informs or rare golds, are going for a crap ton. If you have those guys and you guys are sell them now into this hype, I mean, you can and save a few for team of the season because there's going to be undoubtedly a squad builder challenge for that. But it is a seller's market right now again, except for legends. I'll touch on that in 1 second. But now we're going to move over to the special card market. Look at that revival. They were so low and then they bounced up right in this area. So now that's another revival. If you guys invested in some informs, you were making some good profit. I know I did myself, so that's always nice. Next, we'll move to the one to watch. The price has got a little bit of a resurgence because I'm pretty sure one of these squad builders, I believe the Conte, calls for one to watch player. So that's kind of revived the 84 ones. But other than that, I am not confident in the one to watch market right now. I believe if you have the opportunity to sell the players, they're going for very low. In the future, there could be another squad builder challenge that requires them. But other than that, it does not look promising. I'm a little shaky on those right now. So I have some invested in that, and I'm going to try to sell them off sooner than later. But if you are going to invest in one to watches, you're going to want to invest in ones that have high upsides, that with low initial cost. Low initial cost being like your Gagliardini, your Bali player, and Mali players whose prices are 15K or less, that will get inform boosts by like 6 or 7 ratings, or have a previous inform that if they get another inform, the one to watch will go out for higher, such as Giuliano. He's got that team of the tournament, but if he gets another inform, his one to watch is going to jump from 84 to 87. That's going to be huge. So he's got a lot of upside. So I have a couple of those. So hang on to the Giulianos. I'll show you guys right here. Actually, I have him on the tab. He's going for 25 right now. I do not think it's that low, but his price is really dropping low. If he has a good game, that is going to skyrocket. I'd say up to maybe even 90K to 100K. I mean, making some serious coin. Here's this Mali I'm talking about. His price is bumped back up just because 80 overall for that Conte means that he's usable in that squad builder challenge. But other than that, you can see he was real low. But he does have this 83 inform. So if he gets another inform, he'll be in like the 85 region, which is really good. And he's 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. In the Bundesliga means that he'll be high demand. So his price will rise. All right. The team of the season is looming, and so because of that, people are liquidating their clubs. And look at the legends markets dropped significantly. I'm just going to get this out right here. I want to make my prediction for this now. The team of the season is going to be great. Going to be a lot of cool squad builder challenges, a lot of nice players. You'd love to see that. And then there will be a grace period. So team of the season will last probably 5 weeks. I don't know, however long EA want to stretch it out. But after that, after only a couple weeks, the market is going to crash again. And I don't think it will recover after that because people are just not going to be as interested in FIFA. It gets into the summer months, and that's when people start to lose interest in trading and whatnot. They've made their coins. They've played with the bulk of their players. So if you are banking on legends rebounding, it will only be a minor rebound, and I cannot see it going any higher than that. The competitive FUT champs season, like the regionals and stuff, will be over by then. So there's not going to be as much incentive to play with that. I mean, unless EA are dropping some crazy stuff for this summer, which they're not going to be able to do anything with the likes of what they did last year with the Euros or the Copa America. Those are really awesome squads of players they released, but they're not going to be doing the same thing. So this legend market, you can probably pick up some legends for lower, but I cannot see this market rebounding much. If it does, it's going to be only for a matter of time, and after that, it's going to dip again. So the legends market, I think, is finally dead, which is good for people like me and you who don't necessarily have like tens of millions of coins, but have enough to get by with some of those sweet players. And I'm looking forward to that. I got a sweet series that I got planned coming out when I come home. It's gonna be really ambitious, but you'll get more details on that when it's closer to that time. All right, that really wraps up the last of what I wanted to talk about. I'm going to show you guys a couple of informs that I was trading before, and just show you what these squad builders challenges effects have been on the market. Like this Bentaleb 84 overall, look at that, 10K boost. Luckily, I picked up a couple of him and sold them on. And this Ziyech another like 10K boost for an 86 overall, albeit. But the thing is, you're going to want to sell these informs on before the team of the season, such like Zeke is probably going to get a team of the season. So you're going to want to sell them on before then, because you guys are going to be making a ton of profit selling into the hype. And that's kind of been a big thing that's come out and emerged this year, is selling into the hype. It'll be interesting to see if it continues later into the year, but right now, selling into the hype, which is the big move right now. You're going to be making the most coins if you do that stuff. So with these last couple minutes, I'll show you guys some of the players I've been trading right now. Some of the prices are not accurate because I've kind of been stashing these players for a little while, but you got Pulisic here. These were great trades. He's much less than that, and definitely less than that 60K. I remember getting him there. Got trolled with this guy, Veergiver. If you guys want to see a funny video, go ahead and check that out from the other week. I've sold on a couple of my Giulianos just because I was feeling a little antsy about it. But there you go with those Bentalebs, and then you got the Pulisic in here, and here's my Riquelmes. Sold them for like around 9.8, like any around that time was a good deal. So those are the players I'm trading currently. I've been investing a ton in the marquee matchups, actually, now that the marquee matchups give you that squad builder challenge, or the squad builder challenge marquee matchups give you that team of the week pack. So it's another good place to make money, and I don't really talk about that in this video because I have a video I put out on Tuesdays or yesterday that it goes and talks about marquee matchup investing. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and check that out. But I'll stop shamelessly plugging all of my other videos. Jesus, Wise, what are you doing? So make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. Really lets me know if I'm doing stuff well. Also, just always nice to build the community so we can ping pong ideas off each other. And that's something I really want to encourage you guys to do in the comments. If you guys have anything that you think I missed about the market, leave it in the comment section below. If you have any tips or tricks that you've been making coins on, mashing your FUT Fortune, leave that in the comment section below. Or hit me up on Facebook or Twitter. I try to check those every now, mostly Twitter. But other than that, just make sure you guys are looking out, buy low, sell high. That's all the motto I got to give you guys. But most importantly, stay wise.